Cold silence filled the corridor while Portugal heard no. Hi everyone, it's Tonka Joey, and today I'm doing something a lot different than anything I've done before. I thought I'd do a little challenge where I read some fan fiction while trying to drive virtually. This is a video game, do not try this in real life. I have my driving sim wheel set up, and I have different satirical fan fictions I found on AO3 written by Anonymous, so if all these different anonymous authors are watching, thank you for writing these, and I will have them all linked in the description if you want to read the stories yourself. But what this challenge is that I will just be trying to drive around this virtual town while reading fan fiction on my phone. Let Us Dance, You Sexy Boy by Anonymous, an Overwatch fanfiction, and I've never played Overwatch, so this will be fun. Lucio goes to the store and finds a hot babe on an adventure. Let's go! One day, Lucio woke up, and he went to the store. At the store, there was a very cute guy. Lucio blushed dark because he is black, ? Oh, okay, just witnessed a car crash. Oh, I gotta keep reading. He'd never seen such a cute guy before. His nose was also bleeding because of cute. Yeah. The cute guy was Reinhardt Overwatt? He was buying lettuce and green onion and also pregnant test? Clear blue. Lucio was confuzzled. And horny? Why would Reinhard be buying a pregnancy test? Is he pregnant? Oh. Is he pregnant? Did he get a someone preg? Who is the mom? Lucio had so many questions. Oh man. I can't tell which— okay. We're good. So he saunters up to Regenhurt with his child-bearing transgender hips. Guys, I'm so sorry. And asked, what are you doing buying a Pregnan test regional hardships? Reformed Hernia turned his head and his beautiful old gray hair flipped and there was flowers and sparkles because it was so sexy and beautiful. Lucio felt himself get falling in love disease. I'm jealous. Rectum Hurt said boisterously, I am buying Gregnan rest for my lovely niece goddaughter woman Brigitta. Oh, Lucio questioned. Is she with child? Reinhardt shook his head and laughed and his beautiful large package— I just popped a tire, didn't I? Oh, it's just our bumper, we're fine, right? His beautiful large package, I think we're talking about the groceries he's buying, right? Also jiggled. No, ha 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 ha, she is infertile actually. It is for her girlfriend, May. Okay, we can't turn to the right. That's a problem. Oh yeah, we're like eating the bumper. We're gonna reset and keep reading this one. Even though we probably shouldn't, I feel like this was made to be offensive. Is May pregnant? Yes, she is carrying the popular Twitch streamer DVA's baby. They have been entangled for a while. They are so cute. Reach Herpes smiles wistfully and wipes a tear from his eye. He loves sapphic relationships so much. They remind him of his younger days when he was still a woman. He is transgender as well. Why did I do that? You know, when I was younger, I was a lesbian. I just get so nostalgic. I'm so happy Bruschetta has a girlfriend who is pregnant by her own girlfriend. Don't you think that's so pretty? Lucio nods and blushes dark because he is black. Oh yeah, I forgot it's like weirdly racist too. Yeah, I do. He twirls one of his exotic, gorgeous locks and bats his beautiful transgender eyelashes at restful harpy. Have you ever been in a emohlem? Guys, use real words, otherwise I'm gonna drive up a pole. Oh, something's wrong. When the wheel's straight, I don't drive straight. Because I'm not straight. I don't know what emu-lem relationship is, and I probably don't want to know. Reinhardt got sexy eyes. Why, yes I have, smirking cat emoji. How did he say an emoji? Do you want to be my trans boyfriend? We could be T for T kings. You want to rule this empire with me, bad boy? Oh, baby boy. Lucio was so hot and bothered. He immediately started breakdancing, kicking all of the tomatoes from the produce section everywhere. He was also nosebleeding because of too hotness. Oh my gosh, Rushing Heavenly, I would love to be in trans love with you. That's so romance. Then Reinhardt started flexing his big muscles. You will be impressed by what I can do, little man. The end. You know what? I want to crash at this point. Next up we have a US currency real person fic. Object and concept anthropomorphism RPF original work. Penny/quarter. Love at the 7-Eleven. Penny loves quarter. Maybe a little too much. There was something about them. All 25 cents of pure hard silver, curvaceous and gleaming under the light of the convenience store lobby. Oh man, why is my car so fast? A patron had dropped them earlier that day, and Penny had watched as the beautiful coin had fallen like manna from the heavens, bounced on the linoleum twice, slap, ting, and rolled to a tantalizingly slow stop nearby the ATM. This was finally Penny's chance. Penny lay forgotten in the corner, gathering dust for so long she didn't remember what it felt like to rub against another coin in a jean pocket or slot into a vending machine. She was used up. We're okay, I promise we're okay. She was used up. Worth less than scrap metal. Her face was by now so dulled and worn from constant manhandling, getting stepped on and kicked over that that very little of her former glory still shone through. What would it feel like to rub against quarter? Oh man. The dummy thick coin engulfing her whole body like an eclipse. Quarter's ridges grinding against her own, making sparks. Copper against nickel. Why is there construction? What? The aftertaste metallic. She was just a cent, useless under the purchasing power of a whole dollar. When Penny came out of her fantasies, she realized with horror that quarter was no longer there. Where did they go? A flash of silver. There! A patron had picked quarter, her quarter, off the floor and was tossing them into the air. The bright coin flipped up and twirled down in mesmerizing arcs, heads, tails, until they landed with a soft putt into the cupped palm of the patron. I'm sorry, can you move your truck butt? Okay, get out of my heckin' way. Until they landed with a soft putt into the cupped palm of the patron. Don't drive like I do, kids. Whoa! What? Okay. Steering with one hand, man. Penny yearned to join them. She could be their lucky penny, and they could flick her into the air. What? I really didn't know that was gonna happen. Let's see if we can still drive. Guys! We can technically still drive. At last, the patron had seen her. I can't see the road, though. She could be... Oh, there... No, where was I? Penny felt herself... Move away, white car. Penny felt herself getting picked off the ground. It was a moment of pure ecstasy. She and Quarter jangled together in the patron's hand. Washington meeting Lincoln, clanging at all angles and directions, a mess of change. In that moment, they became a new denomination. 26 cents. The larger coin's heat and friction transferred to her smaller body, getting hotter and sweatier. I think the car gave up. But you know, I'm surprised we got that far. You know, there's only a few more paragraphs left of like coin sex. So I think we'll stop there with this one. And we've got a new fic. It's a Hitalia fic. I've never watched Hitalia, so. But yeah, this is called Portugal's Love. Story of Portugal x olive oil. Warning, very emotional. OMG, OTP, so kawaii, let my family go. So I don't know what the backstory is there, but Portugal stared out of the window, looking up at the bright stars that covered the darkness. The man connected the dots of certain stars, and it looked like olive oil. His olive oil. Ooh. He sighed with deep sorrow. Oh boy. As his heart broke more with every breath he took. Oh no, this is sad. It did say warning. Ah, very emotional. Each passing day felt as if he was growing further and further away from olive oil. Oh no. Portugal could remember the time when they had parted. Flashback. Olive oil, where are you? Light footsteps were heard down from around the house. They hummed as they searched every nook and cranny to find the one they desired. Portugal didn't find them until he reached the front door, and there he saw his love, olive oil, standing right in front of the door, and was the man of his dreams who had his non-existent hands on a top hat and a suitcase. What am I supposed to pick? Is olive oil just a bottle of olive oil, but a man? Anyway, the Portuguese smiled when he saw his love. Whoa, that was close. There you are. Before he could hug him, however, olive oil's words stopped him in his tracks. Goodbye, Portugal. The brunette stared at olive oil in confusion and giggled. He hoped that olive oil was just joking, although it wasn't funny. Portugal had butterflies in his stomach. Whoa. You shouldn't joke like that. I was getting worried, he laughed awkwardly. Cold silence filled the corridor while Portugal heard no. I got so distracted by how I said corridor weirdly. We can move. Oh, well. This is why you shouldn't read while driving, kids. Don't text while drive, because your car will look like melted cheese. Portugal heard no response from his lover. He couldn't even see their face, which only made the brunette feel worse. He thought about running up to olive oil, but something inside him made him stay exactly where he was. Why are you not saying anything? Come here, I cooked your favorite. What does the olive oil like to eat, I wonder? Olive oil didn't move a single muscle and only clenched the suitcase harder. Portugal, I'm being serious. Portugal felt his heart sink, but he continued to smile through the pain. What? What are you saying? I lost control of my vehicle. But that's okay. It's not okay. Portugal felt his heart sink, but he continued to smile through the pain. What? What are you saying? I'm leaving and I'm not coming back. That sentence hit Portugal harder than a brick wall. The man dropped to his knees like he was carrying the weight of the Eiffel Tower in his shoulders. A few tears, that was close, even revealed themselves streaming down the brunette's face. What? His love didn't glance at how miserable Portugal was. Instead, they opened the door handle and softly whispered another goodbye to the Portuguese before closing the door. That's okay, bumper cars. Never to be opened by the same person again. Immediately, Portugal couldn't stop himself being forced into a sobbing mess in the corridor. His tears drenched the carpet. Did we have I was trying to find my place. Immediately, Portugal couldn't stop himself up. Okay, bad start, but we're still okay. Being forced into a sobbing mess in the corridor. His tears drenched the carpet, and soon it was completely wet. Why? Why did this happen? Oh! Okay, that was a really bad gear shift. Ew. Portugal continued to ask himself the same question over and over until his tears came to a stop. However, the ache in his heart didn't. It continued to weigh him down. Flashback ends. Portugal was still in pain. Ever since that day, he couldn't sleep, eat, or live properly. Oh no. Olive oil was all he had, and it vanished like smoke. Olive oil, though, he thought about finding someone else. We're okay. Another olive oil. Do you think we can make it out of this one? Vanished like smoke. He thought about finding someone else, another olive oil, but they weren't good enough for him. Not even close. None of them could be able to replace. He looked up into the sky with misery and thought about his glass bottle. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Tears stained the man's vision as he rested his head against his arms and began to sob uncontrollably. Eventually, Portugal grew tired from the pain and drifted off to sleep. The next day, Portugal walked around the busy streets that were filled with music, people, and the sweet smell of freshly made food. However, the man couldn't see how lively the place was. Every restaurant he passed, and every glass bottle he saw reminded him of his former lover. He desperately tried to look away but found himself unable to resist. It only made him feel worse. Yikes. He had his hands in his pockets, playing with the coins out of boredom. Oh, look at those smooth driving moves. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, Portugal saw a familiar bottle standing between the crowd. Oh! A big moment. His eyes widened in pure shock as he recognized that face. It was like no one else was there. Everything and everyone else had vanished. There in the middle of the people was olive oil. At first, Portugal was thinking to avoid him, but his heart kept telling him to go. It turned out that Olive Oil had recognized his ex. Olive Oil still had feelings for the Portuguese, even after all of those years apart. Just a bump, just a bump. No one could compare to how amazing Portugal was. Oh, just a bump, just a bump. Nobody in the world could replace the brunette. Olive Oil wanted him back. No, needed him back. He needed that booty. So Olive Oil and Portugal were only a few centimeters away from each other. Portugal was blushing like a virgin. Olive Oil, extra virgin Olive Oil, looked so much hotter than when they broke up. He had a thick blonde cork on his head now, and muscles now that looked like they could carry 5 times the weight of Portugal. The brunette wouldn't mind being carried, especially if he was being carried by this sexy guy. He still had the same soft brown eyes like he had when they parted. It has eyes? Portugal's eyes scanned this sexy glass bottle, especially the bulge in his trousers. Have fun picturing that one, guys. Hola. the Portuguese said to him as he twiddled his thumbs and blushed. Hey, Portugal. How have you been? I'm fine, I guess. I just didn't expect to see you ever again. Yeah, me neither. But I came back for one important reason. Portugal lighted up. Why? Because of you. The brunette was about to explode in happiness. Imagine if I crashed right there. Really? Do you mean it? Of course. I wouldn't come back if it wasn't for you, baby. Portugal squealed in excitement like some Hitalia fangirl looking at Rule 34. OMG, daddy, f me. I mean, ahem. Okay, that's what got me to crash. I mean, ahem. I'm so glad. Well, anyway, I'm gonna rizz you up right now. Are you a bowling ball? 'Cause I want to put 3 fingers in you. Olive Oil smirks as he watched Portugal blush so hard. Really? Maybe we can do that? You want a demonstration? Seem. Olive Oil and Portugal jumped on the bed. On the bed? I thought they were on a festival. Started taking their clothes off and kissing each other. Olive Oil gave the brunette several hickeys on his neck. Portugal whispered into his lover's ear, "Fuck me, Olive Oil." Olive Oil had his clothes off. Portugal almost had a nosebleed when he saw the smexy six-pack. The brunette willingly spread his legs for Olive Oil. Portugal is now happily married to Olive Oil, and they have 10 kids, and they all lived happily ever after. Then America cutely pulled out a nuclear bomb from his ass and ate it. Right as I crash. What? That was the most beautiful love story I've ever read about exes getting back together and having a good future. Thank you, Anonymous, so much for writing that. It makes me want to, like, watch Hitalia, so I know what more about Portugal and Olive Oil. That was really beautiful, and I'm gonna have to censor a few words, I think. Big thank you to my Patreon members, My Little Ruse, Kuski55, Fallen Vexen, Dunka42, I Am a Noodle, John Huang, Fantastic Wreck, Laser Scorpio, Night Avenger, and Mintara. Thank you so much for your extra support on Patreon. It means the world to me, it really does. And I hope you guys are doing awesome. And the same goes to my YouTube channel members, my Mini Ruse, AD, Taylor Thompson, Foxstar Killer, and Logan. Again, thank you for your extra support. I'm so glad to have you be a part of my channel, and I hope you guys are doing well. And thank you to everyone else for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it was so different from normal. Wanted to shake things up a bit. Not really sure what to do with my channel right now. Might take a break for a while, but I just hope I brought a little smile to your face in one way or another. And I'll see you with my next video, whenever that may be. Keep on being awesome, guys. I wish you all the best. This is Tonka Joey, hopping on out.